Don't look, just pay, huh? We're going to go ahead and start with her after call to order and stuff, and then we'll be able to let them go. You can go then. Better do a report. Okay, we'll call to order. 9:02. Members present is Dave Valley, serving as chair today, and John Nicholson. Dave Bowers, chair, is on Zoom, and Bill Palin is on Zoom. We have Dee Duffy with zoning and Alice Hinkle in the room. Charlie Boonstra. Jonathan Hendrickson, an IT assistant. I can't say. Tom O'Malley. Okay, minutes from last meeting. Do you see anything on them? Anybody see any changes to the minutes for last meeting?
I was here, but I didn't get here during some discussion. Was there discussion at all on Habitat for Humanity stuff? Or was that not on the agenda?
That was not on the agenda.
It's not on the agenda this month either.
There was some discussion, but it wasn't, we weren't able to take action because I missed getting it on the agenda. So we have it on the agenda today.
The very last thing on the minutes of last thing we talked about it, but it's on the agenda. Well, it was on,
Okay.
Yeah, number
Are
7A.
they planning on showing up? Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
Okay, I see nothing. Anybody else see anything, any changes on it? Bill? Dave?
No.
No changes.
Okay. Minutes will be approved as posted. Visitors here, we really don't have visitors today. We're going to go ahead and start with planning and zoning. We'll do theirs, that way Dee can get back to work. She's been very busy.
Thanks, Dave. I'd like to introduce Alice Hinkle to the Lee County family. She's my new renewable energies coordinator. Funny story, while I was out of the office for 2 weeks, having been tested positive for COVID over the holiday, on her second day here alone, Alice was put to task to investigate a rather large Freedom of Information request involving all of the Lee County wind farm projects. So this, in hindsight, was a beneficial learning experience, which in other words was getting her feet wet.
Trial by fire.
Yes. The Zoning Board of Appeals is still involved with hearings for petition 20P 1557, which is the repowering of the wind farm Big Sky, and petition 20P 1558 South Dixon Solar. We'll continue those hearings at the end of this month. The only thing I have on the agenda is I've been looking into possibly increasing fees for zoning, and this is prompted by several factors. Currently, the county charges $525 to apply for a petition. The zoning members per diem is about $535 when all members are present. So some causes that I feel we should increase the fees is the added security to the building during these numerous zoning board meetings at night, and also the use of technology, laptops, projectors, microphone system, and the added workload to the IT department with Zoom and YouTube. I'd also like to charge the petitioner who has extra hearing dates an increased fee. So I'm looking into possibly increasing petition fees to $600, but I'm still needing input from the committee on anything they would suggest. So I don't think I need a motion this month. This can wait till next month, but I just wanted to get it on the table.
is this an agenda for executive and,
It is on for finance and executive.
okay. That would be under new business, F. Do you have anything else? We can go through while she's here, we'll go through her claims. If there's any questions. You have anything else?
Nope, that's about it.
Gonna be a flat $600. What is it now, Dee?
525.
Raise it to 600,
That's a suggestion.
starting point.
I was kind of hoping the sheriff would be here to kind of weigh in on this, but he's not. So that's why I'd like to maybe continue this to
Is
next.
the sheriff online? Who's up there?
I would just say, I think it's very reasonable for the county to cover all of our costs. And I think we probably need to make sure we're accounting for what those are. But I would agree with the idea of increasing fees to cover costs.
That's why I need to revisit. Oh, yeah.
Okay, let's go ahead and go through claims on planning and zoning. If I could read them. Who ends with 6135?
I do.
I thought it was Bill. Can you type that
Yeah.
in?
It's Bill. Pardon me?
I actually entered the names on them. I didn't. And what is it? 0988? 0998? We're trying to rename them is all. Do you have them so noted that they're on a Zoom? Okay. Go ahead, let's go through claims for planning and zoning. Yeah,
Okay, first one's for Quill, $218.78. And US Bank, $64.94. Johnson Oil, $13.19. I was gonna say, Dee, that's
yeah.
about the lowest of Johnson Oil I've seen. And the last one is SBM for $160.75.
For a total of $457.66. Anybody have any questions on any of them? Yeah. Thank you, Dee. Get her back to work. She's welcome to stay. If you want to see how it goes, but there's enough meetings in this world. Who else do we got? Greg's here. You want to go ahead? We're going to go through lots. And
Like here.
cover sheet or is it? Oh,
You're out.
yeah. There's capital improvement and regular claims under lots.
Weston and GD back there.
What was the question?
We're good.
We're good? Okay.
Yep. We're good. Okay, the first one.
Okay,
First one is Morningstar Media Group for $22,188.92. Second one is Morningstar Media Group for $15,459.28. Last one in this group would be for Morningstar Media Group for $4,596.76.
for a total here of $42,244.96. Goes under lots regular claims.
They're both Greyhound and they're both marketing.
Oh, yeah. Need both of them?
They're just groups.
Yep. Yep.
First one is Ace Hardware for $27.95. Second one is for First AYD for $1,980.57. City of Dixon for $74.44. Next one is Comcast for $459.61. Culligan for $12.50. DC Computer for $2,433.91. Direct Energy for $927.72. Effective, is that right? Effective
Mm-hmm.
is $1,715.50. Foxter Solutions for $1,350. Hughes Resources for $47,615.53. Lee County Treasurer for $920. Oops. Sorry about that, Dave. Leaf for $496.21. Then the Lee County Treasurer for $920. Another for Lee County Treasurer for $374 even.
Sorry.
Pest control consultants for $55. Republic Services for $105.91. Is it RC Service Betts Auto in Mendota?
That is correct.
Okay. $374. Next one is Sauk Valley Media for $1,200 even. And a multitude of US Bank for $1,787.27.
That one again. What was so?
$1,787.27.
Combination of them. We got all the,
Seats here. Next one is Verizon Wireless for $1,190 even. Next one is WEX, $7,533.64. Windy City Energy for $629.78. WRHL, WYOT Radio for $285. WIXN, WRCV, and WSEY for $1,220.
yep. Total of the claims were $72,768.54. Greg, you want to go ahead and give your report, man, and we can get you out of here?
Sure. The only other acknowledgement, Dave, I would make is that in the revenue folder, there was a check, a copy of a check for $1,257.11.
Okay, what was that again?
We received some local match from Rock River Center in the amount of $1,257.11. And then if you want me to proceed with my report, I can do so.
We'll get that. Give me a second. Check all them off.
Yeah, no, keep them. No, just shuffle them, throw them on the floor. Right, figure them out later. Oh, it's so much savings right now.
Okay, the revenue, that's the only one in there, Greg, is that
That was the only one.
1257.11?
There's a bunch of stuff pending, John, but that is the only one that we have in hand.
Okay.
I have nothing on this sheet. We don't have to do anything on that, right? Okay, go ahead, Greg, with your department head report, 5D.
The you should have your report from LOTS as part of your packet of information. I'll just hit some of the highlights. We're continuing. I'm starting with the update section with putting together the advisory committee meeting for the Mass Transit District. And we're still trying to finalize that date and time. If you received an email on behalf of Bob Olson, the chairman, please respond as to what date and time would work best for you. Under D section of update, the CARES relief funding, I thought I'd give you an update as to how much has already been requested for reimbursement for both Burlington Trailways as well as Greyhound bus lines. Burlington Trailways, I think, has done roughly $500,000 worth of requisitions, and we still have quite a ways to go with them. But with Greyhound, we have over $5 million, and this is in emergency relief funding that they have requested through IDOT and that we're facilitating on behalf of IDOT because they need a 5311 provider to actually make that transaction occur. The canopy, I'm happy to say, is nearly complete. We went through a punch list of outstanding pieces yesterday, and they're very minor. So we should be able to wrap most of that up within the coming weeks. In terms of ridership, I did update the chart on the second page of your handout. And as you can see, there were a couple of dips, most recently with the holidays, the Christmas, the Thanksgiving, as well as the New Year's. Holidays all had a minor impact on the system, or significant, I should say, impact on the system for rides those weeks. Last week we had 637 rides provided. And again, that's normally just about 40% of what we would normally have provided during a non-pandemic time of year. And I believe for the most part, that is it, other than to say that I think we have roughly almost $4 million that is pending from IDOT for disbursement to the different organizations, our local providers, as well as Greyhound and Burlington, coming from Springfield to our coffers very shortly.
Thanks.
Bless you.
Thanks.
Other than that, that is my report.
Advisory committee update, you did 6F. Anything else? Thank you. Do as you please. Okay, who else do we have here? We have Greg Saunders on the line and Terry Zinke. No, is Terry up there? Oh, up in the very corner. Who do we take next? Who do we want to go next?
Full control.
Animal control.
Ready?
Yep.
First one is to Virginia Gray for $137.50. US Bank, $24.64. See, Johnson Oil for $80.80. River Ridge Animal Hospital for $40 even. Verizon for $98.64. City of Dixon for $39.88. Public Services for $33.42. National Band and Tag for $850. Direct Energy for $128.79. Pitney Bowes for $319.44. $319.44.
That comes up to a total of $1,753.11. County General or? Whoops. Terry, are you there?
Hi. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay.
Let's see, we're gonna go through, let's see. For rabies? Is that pet population or animal control?
It's rabies.
I'm not, which one are you looking at?
Looking at the rabies or whatever.
The $340 for US Bank?
Yeah,
Yes.
Terry.
Yeah, so I'm not sure what that needs to go under. That's actually a line item number that Paula gave me, and that's for the database. So I'm not really sure if that's under rabies or what she wants to name that. Crossed it off.
I got animal control fund and pet population.
And then you got
fund.
pet population and animal control, yes.
I got the numbers, but the code number on this one doesn't. Should we use a code number here?
Did Paula tell you 022?
Yes,
Okay.
That's the
On
number
the
she
old
wants.
sheet, it's just 002. Should we change that?
no. That number is because there wasn't. It's for the new date. So it's not going under the numbers that I have.
Little weak in the transmission there. I cannot quite understand, but 022 would be for the database?
Yes,
Okay,
that's the only one that's used for.
okay. And I'll just write it down at the bottom. We'll put it in there, Terry. That way the Jerry Ann will know what's going on.
Well, hopefully she knows, but yeah.
Otherwise, she probably will think it's a typo.
We'll put another, number on there. Just put another line of 022. What would we name it? What's the name for it?
I'm gonna put down this for database.
Okay.
Per Paula. That way,
Okay,
if there's any questions, she can walk down the hall and crank on Paula.
Yes, yep,
That was for $340.
yes,
That was the only one in the bunch.
right.
If you wanna do it, I'll check it off.
that's fine. 40, 00. Capital improvement, oh, there's 022. I see it under capital improvement repair fund.
Okay,
Thank you, Paul.
Kathy?
We will put it in that line. Is that the only thing then gonna be in that line?
yep,
Okay.
Thanks. Whatever works for us.
Okay. Do you have anything else, Terry, while you're right here?
the only thing, I was just gonna
Oh, yeah.
up everybody on the database.
Okay,
Is it still, okay, I didn't know if it was still breaking up. Mike has got us, going on, I'm gonna be saving $140. Instead of the company doing the transfer. We don't have a whole lot of, like per animal, there's not a lot of blocks in there, so it's pretty easy to do. And so he got us into a spreadsheet
hey, Terry,
and then,
Terry?
yeah,
Can you give us a second to start? What, I don't know why do we have such a broke up, barely hear you. Should we have her call in again?
Can you hear me now?
That sounds better.
Okay, I think somebody was trying to call in or something, and that's why it was maybe broke up. I don't know.
Okay, yeah, we got it taken care of.
Let's try again. So Mike got us set up with the we got the database into a spreadsheet, and we're just kind of cleaning that up, and then that'll be uploaded into the new database called Shelter Manager. And then we can start with that hopefully this week sometime. That's all I had.
Yeah, let's do pet population. Get it done. Yes.
Amboy Vet Hospital for $1,000. US Bank, $23.90 or 79 cents.
Okay, for a total of $1,023.79. Okay, pet population. Okay, Terry, is that all you had then?
Yep.
All right, thank you very much. I'm gonna do insurance and bonds and get them out of the way, and then we'll let Greg do it on building maintenance.
Did you guys read animal controls claims?
Animal control for county general of a total of $1,753.11.
Yes. I didn't know
Yes.
if you read those or not.
Yeah, we got to them, Terry.
Okay.
It doesn't matter how you do it. Normally you go down the agenda.
Yeah. Let's get insurance and bonds out of the way, and then Greg's gonna have the last of it, and then the rest of the stuff will be taken care of. Everybody doesn't have to be here all day.
Insurance and bonds, first one is Sauk Valley Insurance for $96.67. Again, Sauk Valley Insurance for $48.05. Sauk Valley Insurance for $75.05.
For a total of $219.77. Sign these ones. All right. Okay, building and maintenance. Claims.
Got a good one this month, Greg. First one for Direct Energy for $14,916.52. Home Depot for $102.95. Verizon for $49.32. Airmark for $259.69. Johnstone Energy for $221.08. CenturyLink for $545.33. Bradford Supply for $143.45. CenturyLink again for $2,672.29. MDS Construction for $519.24.
That one again,
$591.24.
9124, that's what I got.
Is that the end of the construction bills from MDS for EOC, or how's that work? Right there.
Got some more down here.
Dave, do you know?
Yeah, I think the construction for the EOC is done. I think that was a repair maybe of one of the doors or something. It wasn't part of the construction scope. So I
Okay.
believe it was the repair of the oak door that got damaged.
Next one is Cerrone Piping for $746.58. MDS Construction for $3,331 even. Goodwin Tucker Group for $1,485.20. Dixon Glass for $4,000. Home Depot for $420.99. ADS Alarm for $3,093.38. Greg Saunders for $981.30. Can I ask what that's for, Greg? You there, Greg?
Muted, he's not talking, what's going on? All right, we're gonna come back to that just because it doesn't have a vendor number and stuff. Question. Clear it.
Can you hear me now?
Yep.
Yeah, we can.
Okay, I went to Menards to get some materials for the couple of the projects we're doing, and my U.S. bank card would not work, so I had to use my personal credit card because I didn't want to have to take all the material back and put it back up on the shelf. So that's what that $981.30 is for.
There's receipts in there. Looks like receipts are in there, and
Yeah, the receipts should be in there.
Then there was just a second one for $492.83, Greg, for a contractor card.
Yeah, that was my Menards contractor card I had to use again because we needed more material and we hadn't got the replacement card yet. We had to update the credit limit on the card because it was only at $1,500, and with the construction we're going on, it doesn't take long to exceed that. Plus, the swipe was getting so bad on it, we couldn't get the reader to work on it anymore on the U.S. bank card.
Thank you, Greg.
yeah.
You're welcome.
What's so that's a combination of two of them come up to the, okay, the two of them come up to $981.30.
That's correct.
All right.
Next one is Otis Elevator for $7,023.84. Home Depot for $169.31. Windy City Energy for $4,358.37. CenturyLink for $1,009.53. Nicor for $1,406.04. Home Depot for $96.66. Kone Elevator for $16,812. That's a yearly contract for both
Yeah, it's two
courthouses.
contracts.
Right,
It's for two contracts for two different buildings.
yep, old and new courthouse. Next one is Home Depot for $614.36. Electronics Inc. for $409.75. Dixon Water Department for $1,027.32. Four bills, six bills. Next one is Home Depot for $678.08. Sherwin-Williams for $37.89. Nicor, $69.77. Napa, $13.99. Home Depot, $412.78. Holland and Sons for $26.18. US Bank for $2,173.81. All the receipts are attached. Verizon for $49.37. Aramark for $597.38. That's it.
To a total of $70,000, $70,534.87. Cover sheet. Okay, we got claims. You have a report. Greg, you want me to go through the old business and new business first?
No, I can do a report first. I got a couple of things. I am got a
Hey, Greg,
meeting.
can you give me a minute here? Yeah, I gotta get a motion to approve the claims.
Sure.
I'll do that.
Motion by John Nicholson.
I second it.
Dave Bauer seconds it. Any questions? All in favor, say aye.
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 Opposed? Motion carries to pay the claims. Thank you, John. Okay, department head reports. You can go ahead, Greg, or we can go through the old business first. You want to do it by parts? or-
I got a couple of things for building and maintenance reports. Got a meeting tomorrow, or January 13th, be tomorrow at 11 a.m. to go over tuck pointing and redoing the outside of the old courthouse so this company can build a spec sheet for a bidding to let out. And also I have a meeting the 15th with DeKalb Fiber to look at running the fiber into the new courts building and over and up into the area where their computer systems are up inside the clerk's office. I think we found an open, unused conduit that already has a string and everything in it that will make it access for them pretty easily. Only thing we're going to request is that when they pull their fiber in, that they also pull in a new pull string, just in case we need to use it for something else. Other than that, that's all I have for that part.
Okay, under old business, fire alarm system update. You guys have just been busy, can't get to it, or?
Yeah, it's just been with the snow and the holidays and COVID and everything, and we've just been too busy. We put that on the back burner for a while. We're trying to get all the construction things done as soon as we can while the buildings are down.
Okay, permanent sneeze guards, door installation of treasurer's office update.
Yes, we Dixon Glass came back in and remeasured, and they have the glass on order. We had to do a little bit of sealing work for them where the door was going so they could anchor to that. So we have that completed. We're waiting on them to get their stuff, the glass ordered and the wood built. So it should be, I would think in next week or so, we should be getting that job complete.
You don't have anything on the old LEC demo site. Dave, you're on. Wait, why don't we just stay on business and take care of that real quick? The old LEC demo site preparation, future use.
I have gotten no additional information on that. I don't know if Greg Gates might be a one to comment.
Okay, they're planning on clearing it this month, the site or not? Okay. That's kind of what we want to know. We're in limbo land there if we get a yay or no here in the future. The land void VOIP upgrade for old and new courthouse, lots, animal control, county highway. Dave, you've been in charge of that.
Yeah, we've initiated weekly calls with both vendors and the Lee County core team. Cindio is I guess finalizing their runs between the two courthouses and getting service to the old courthouse. And we're the priority for implementation is to start with the health department. Their network is independent of ours, so that can be implemented kind of independent of that work. We'll keep you updated on our weekly meetings, but I think that has been a good positive step in moving things forward.
Yeah, thank you very much for all you've been kept up track on that and stuff. Thank you for that. Greg, new carpet updates, old business E.
Yes, we're still waiting for the carpet squares for Judge Klon's area. I don't know if it's because of COVID or what the deal is, why the holdup is on the carpet. Talked to Alan today. He's expecting it any day. He's waiting on me for the rest of the carpet to be installed in the what we used to call the pit area. We're still doing construction there, and I just like to hold off on carpet till we get the drywall ceilings in. We just have to do some drywall and painting, and then we can have the carpet installed there. I haven't put out the bids for the rest of the other projects that we wanted to do for this year's budget yet. I'm going to get, I've already got prices from Carpetland, but I do want to go put some feelers out for Boss Carpet and other people to get competitive bids.
We talked to Greg on lots on Mass Transit. You already went through that, and Greyhound single audit. Yeah, let's put it in the minutes. Go ahead.
Basically, last month I distributed the single audit that Greyhound did for the most previous complete fiscal year. And given the opportunity, I wanted the Properties Committee to ask questions if there were any regarding that single audit, which is a requirement of our contract with Greyhound and also with the Illinois Department of Transportation. So if there are no questions, we'll just move that forward. Otherwise, I can answer or try my best to answer questions about that audit.
Thank you, Greg. Old business H, excess furniture and equipment update. Who's working on that?
I've been holding off on that because with this moving around, doing new construction in the building, some of that stuff is being used up. Like a lot of the filing cabinets and some of the desks and furniture and stuff has been reused somewhere else. So I didn't want to get rid of stuff quite yet till everybody's done moving things around, and maybe saving us some money having to buy a desk that we already threw one away. So we're trying to use up as much as we possibly can of that stuff before we go ahead and get a bunch of that together and put it up for auction or whatever we're going to do with that.
Thank you on that. Yeah, as long as you got room to keep it in the meantime, that's great.
Yeah, we're getting it thinned down pretty good. Like I say, a lot of the gals have wanted some more, with building some more meeting rooms and stuff. They're wanting more filing cabinets and such. And it's starting to whittle that stuff down a little bit. So, the less we have to move, and try to get rid of, the better we are, I think.
Next on our old business, ad hoc committee to review new solar ordinance. Dave, you're on that committee, right?
Yes, I am. We've met twice and made some progress. Our next meeting is scheduled for Friday, the 22nd of January at 9 a.m. The areas of interest are setbacks and also screening. Those are the two areas that we're kind of focusing on. So more to come there.
Thank you. Under new business, we discussed this last month, just had some people here for possible, talking about a donation of 4 county-owned parcels for Habitat for Humanity. These are parcels next to the food pantry out on the west end there. Anybody have any information on that at this time?
I could add, they did come in last month and presented what their request was. Essentially, the 4 lots there at the not county highway, but the building there on West 4th Street. The east lots, there's 4 of them for actually building Habitat for Humanity homes. There are a couple of them in that area, and they're a nice addition to the neighborhood. Those lots at this point they're extra maintenance for us, and they're not seen as needed in the future. We talked, I believe, with Dave Anderson, and as long as they maintain the ability to store their equipment and do their salt, that is on the remaining real estate that the county will continue to own. That this was something that we would like to support. I would make a motion that we do recommend to executive giving these 4 lots to Habitat for Humanity for housing for our community.
I'd like to second that. Bill Palin.
Okay, any other discussion on that?
Yeah, I have something.
Sure.
I know this Habitat for Humanity is a very good thing, but we're needing building space to put buildings for storage and vehicles and things like that, and then we're going to give land away. I just disagree with that totally. We got brand new trucks just sitting out in the snow, got snow plows. We can't put in any buildings to keep them, you know, nice in the summertime when they're not being used. And I just can't see giving land away where we could build a building someday and actually house some of this stuff for maintenance and our PPE stuff and get it out of this area where we're in now, where it's tight getting trucks and stuff backed in because of the gated, you know, secure area for the judges. That's just my opinion. I just wanted to put it out there.
All right.
This
Um,
Bill Palin.
Yeah, go ahead, Bill.
Greg, thanks for your thoughts on that. I thought we just probably didn't have any use for that portion of land, and planning ahead is very solid. I like to withdraw my second.
Okay. Let's see here. John Nicholson just stepped out of the room. He may want to second it. We'll keep discussion open for a second and then we'll do that. I'm with Greg. We're going to have to look at future layout. We know we're going to need some more storage. I did not know about these trucks. And I also know that Kevin, who else wants, I can't say his name.
Well,
Or-
Kevin Lally. Kevin Lally,
yeah.
he has a lot of equipment too. If they ever do tear down the old law enforcement, you know, he's got all his stuff stored in those garages there, then they have to go somewhere.
Right. It looks like we need to look at storage and area right now. And, you know, if we have too much property, yes, we need to cut back, but I don't think we made a complete assessment of everything we need and can do. And we're still on hold on the old LEC. So, you know, that if we completely redid a place there, then this area would be available. But I think we're in limbo land myself personally. So John Nicholson's back. Okay.
I had a folder showing those lots, and I believe there's lots on the other side over by the salt shed, comparable in dimension to what we were planning on giving to Habitat for Humanity. Can't seem to put my finger on that folder.
Okay, John, real quick here. We've had an update. Dave made the motion. Bill Palin seconded it, but he has now withdrawn his second.
My suggestion, I would also withdraw the motion, and it sounds like and Greg, I apologize, I hadn't had an opportunity to talk to you about this. I think we should make a full assessment before we move forward. I do believe Habitat for Humanity would be a good move if, in fact, we can spare the property. At this point, that seems, I guess, in question. So I think we need to resolve the question before we make a recommendation to executive.
Yeah, I have a schematic from the city showing the dimension of that. I believe there are 12 lots altogether. We're occupying 4 of the lots, plus 1 for the salt shed, and I believe there's 3 random lots on the west side of that property. So these, I agree. I mean, let's just wait a month. They're not going to build anything right now anyway, so it doesn't matter. But find out what the dimensions are. I believe the 4 along the east side that they wanted to use are you know, I don't think we'll use them, but let me look at it.
Well, it's a question of,
Go ahead, Bill.
well, it's a question of whether we think they can use it at this time, but we've got to look ahead. And God quit making land a long time ago. So,
Yeah.
Thanks, Greg, for your input on this.
Thank you. I appreciate you guys listening to me.
At this time, we're just going to table it until we look into it farther, or do we want to set up a committee to actually work on it?
We just table it.
Yeah, everything's been withdrawn, so
No business.
there's no business, nothing's happening on this at this time, then we will move on.
Correct.
It'll be considered.
I'll make a motion to table it.
Second it.
We don't have a motion in a second, so we can't hardly table. You gotta have a motion and a second to table a motion.
I just made it, Dave second.
Oh, but
It's just been made.
the second's been withdrawn.
No, no.
No,
The original motion.
Sure. And then they
There's no
both
action on it.
Then Dave,
this is a new motion.
motion.
Motion to table, straight motion to table. You table a motion, you don't motion to table.
Made a motion to table the, what subsection,
Okay,
right?
A, 7A, yeah.
Yeah.
Just made a motion to table it, anything done on that. Dave seconded it. So
Right.
just wait a moment. Find out what's going on.
I think we're tied up until we know what the old LEC demo and stuff like that. I mean, if we could incorporate something there, that'd probably work better for Craig too, but we're gonna have to look at finances and what we can do and what we, and absolute square footage need for everybody. I've talked to Greg before. He's needing some space, almost a distribution center, so. Plus, if we got vehicles sitting out, that's another issue. Okay. You already spoke on the old courthouse tuck pointing, Greg. Thank you.
Are we going to vote on the motion? Are we voting on the motion to
Motion
table?
Table, yeah, okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? All right. Oak Courthouse exterior tuck point bid spec update. You're working on that at this time, so it's just gonna be put over.
Yeah.
Next month.
Yeah, that's correct. We're just going to, we're worked on that. We're going to be meeting with somebody to put the spec sheets together so we can put it out for bids. Then the new courthouse building, HVAC, they've been working on this prior to even when I started and messing around. They gave us a bid of $10,175 to make this system work here at the new courthouse. As long as I've been here, we're not able to. It's a computer system that we're able to adjust temperatures in different rooms of the area and keep track of what is working, what is not. We have alarm system on it and everything. Hasn't worked since I've been here. What they did is they put new air conditioners in years ago and never replaced the control system. So now we're dealing with a dinosaur. To change it and get it working, they first came out with a bid on top of the 10,000. Because they put everything on in the system that for the 10 grand and it still doesn't work. So now we've got to go back to the drawing board. They've been messing around with this for at least 2 years. And they came back with a $9,500 bid to for sure make the system work. They're going to add, they're basically completely replace the whole system. Well, I sort of balked on it because they said that the 10,000 was going to make it work and it didn't happen. So I got them down. They came back with a $5,755 bid. And on your sheets, it shows everything they're going to do. It's basically they're replacing the whole system and they promise that this will work. So they're going to do some training and everything, but it'll be a brand new system by the time they're done. But we need something because we're just shooting from the hip on this thing. I mean, we have no idea what room is what temperature unless we actually go up into the room and we don't know. And if any alarms are sounding, I mean, it's just running on its own without any guidance. So I think we should go forward with the second bid they gave me of the $5,755, but I want to put time limits on that so that it's not drug out for another 2 years. We need to have, if it is accepted, then we need to have it done as soon as possible and make sure it's up and running.
What kind of time frame would you recommend on that?
I would say I would give them maybe 2 to 3 months at the most, because I mean they'll come and work on it a little bit and then they're gone, and then they're gone for 6-8 weeks, and then pretty soon they're coming back again, and it's like okay, are you guys going to ever get it up and running? So been putting a little pressure on them. I think we replaced the rest of the system for the extra 5,755. At least we're going to have a new system, and we won't have the dinosaur to worry about, because it's an old computer that it's hooked to, and the stuff doesn't talk to each other like it used to years ago, because of the different type of boards and stuff they have to replace to make the unit run.
I'd make a motion that we recommend this to finance for capital repairs, and that we move forward with updating the system. It's important that we have it.
Motion was made by Dave Bowers to approve to send to finance the bid for $5,755 with a recommendation that it's done within 3 months, maybe by April 30th. And we have John Nicholson second the motion. Any other discussion on that motion? All in favor, say aye.
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 Opposed? Hearing none, motion carries. Greg, again, State's Attorney file room lighting.
Yes, I got a bid from Ingo Electric, because after they got the new filing cabinets in for the state's attorney's closet, it is very dark in there. There's only one fluorescent light in there. So I got a bid from Ingo Electric to put 9 LED lights in there and light it up pretty good, because with them filing cabinets, they roll. I don't know if you've guys seen them or not, but they roll from one side to another, and they're a long type of filing cabinet. This will light it up pretty good, and it was a bid for $2,499.
Will this have like a motion detector switch so that it goes off, nobody leaves them on?
We can do that. I think they figured just a regular manual switch, but we can. The only thing that concerns me with the motion one, with the file cabinets being so long, they could be back in there, and if it doesn't
You're right.
come moving, it could leave them in the dark, is the only concern I would have.
Yeah. Oh, you're right. You're right. Especially if you're in there at night.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's dark in there today.
So we need a motion to send to finance.
I'd make a motion that we send this to finance with a recommendation of approval. That area is very nice, but we do have to light it up, and I don't think we really understood the shadows that would be produced by all the equipment being put in there.
I'll
Motion by
second that
Dave
motion.
Bauer.
I'll
Second by Bill
Bill
Palin. Any other discussion on the motion? Okay, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, thank you. Greg, again, you must have had somebody move on or something.
Yes,
Maintenance new hire.
yes, one of my maintenance new hires got a position with the state, and so he left us right away. So I'm needing another maintenance / janitorial person. Gonna need to put ads in the paper and go through all the interviews also. So that's where we stand right now.
This is just informational as a replacement hire. There's no approval required, but we'll keep everybody abreast of what personnel changes are in progress.
When we hire, do we go through our human resource department or SICIC, or we do this all in-house?
What we usually try to do is we have the sheriff and one of the board members sit in the interviews, and we do this all within the house.
Okay. All right. Go ahead.
Yeah, we had discussion on this yesterday, Greg, the chairman and I, and he suggested we ask Best. And Sally had a prospective person there, either 2 20-hour people or 1 40-hour people. I don't know how you want to handle that. I mean, if you
Yeah,
want
I'd have to look into that a little bit further. I mean, see, you know, what the benefits of that would be. I know we need a full-time person for sure right now, so especially with wintertime being here, all my maintenance guys are busy removing snow and getting the sidewalks clean. This last batch of ice and rain really threw us, you know, a curve. And you know, I know I was out at the jail till 1 o'clock in the morning keeping that clean. And I know we had a couple people, one person fall in the parking lot here at the new courts building and one person at the jail. So we're trying to stay on top of it, but when it melts and then refreezes again, it's, you know, it's hard to be everywhere at one time.
To be clear, this is not a custodial position solely. It's a maintenance custodial position. I think we should consider best, and if they have a qualified candidate, certainly consider that as an option. But it is imperative that we have someone that can do more than just custodial work.
Agree. Okay, any more discussion on that one? Thank you, Greg.
Yep, thank you.
D already did the zoning fee changes of new business app. 7G is use of old LEC for substance abuse.
The sheriff asked, he's on his way on the road at the moment. He asked if I would present this, and I believe it will go through public safety as well. But the Whiteside County has requested use of 2 of the offices in the old Lee County Jail on the main floor, lower level, for use with I think it's called Safe Passage, a drug rehab program. And Lee County does benefit from this program as well. They would like to use the old sheriff's office and the chief deputy's office. I think it's a couple of times a month. I did talk to Greg Saunders on it and just make sure that we could accommodate that without an excess of cost. Believe that, and I'll let Greg, you need to talk for yourself, but I believe we're okay there. The sheriff indicated that they would provide some level of support for the excess utilities. But there probably would be a small cost for the county, but I believe there's also a benefit. So I would make a recommendation or a motion that we approve this to finance and executive to go forward with allowing Whiteside County to run this in the old Lee County Jail.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be a big problem where we would have to isolate a lot of the water going up to the old jail cells and stuff. And I think if we can get the old valves to get turned and get them shut down, the only water usage we would have really would be to one bathroom there. I don't think that would be a problem, you know, as long as we're heating the building anyway, and we've got to have water into it anyway. I think it'd be probably beneficial to the county if, you know, they could work with them on that.
Okay, we have a motion by Dave Bowers. We got a second on that? Yeah, we have a second from John Nicholson. So Greg, I know you have storage in there, but it's going to work for you.
Yeah, we have several rooms in there, and they're only going to use like 3 rooms. So we have plenty of other rooms. We just have to shuffle around and move back, which like I say, we got several other rooms we can use. We just have to move a few things around. And I think the city of Dixon said they would even help move some of the stuff if we needed them. So yeah, I think we can, if we all work together, I think we can work something out.
I like to see that we, use for it. We're kind of in limbo land though with the site preparation thing. If that goes through, aren't we time frame with that?
I think it would have to be understood that if our demo grant were to come through, we're going to proceed with the grant. So this would, since there's not a rent being charged or anything like that, this would have to be understood that it's really only while we're able to do it. So.
Yeah, I understand that, likelihood is pretty slow, but and Greg, you heard, he reported earlier that they were going to go through these in the next month at the state, decide where and what. So we might know by next month for Tim.
Mhm. Yep.
So we have a motion and second on use of the thing to send it to, who do we need to send it to? Use
I
it
would say
as-
finance needs to weigh in and executive
Okay, we're going to send it to finance and executive.
with
For
the
the LEC
recommendation to
substance-
approve.
Yeah. Any other discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay. That passes. Anything under executive session?
Nothing for me.
Huh?
Nothing for me.
Nothing from you. Keep everything nice and quiet. That's good. Like that. What do we gotta do? Pay
Move to adjourn.
motion to adjourn
move
by
to-
Bill Phelan. I hear a second.
Hey, no one
Okay,
wants to
John.
quit. Yeah.
I make a second.
Finally. No. Motion is second to adjourn. Adjourn.
All in favor?
Look it away. Gary Ann.